Hey guys, it's your girl Lex, and this is True Crime Stories, Episode 5. I Got the Juice Now. Before I get into the story, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so you can get all the notifications when I post. This story is about Mark Dixon, who tragically passed away Sunday, January 29th, 1995. Mark Dixon went to a get together at his friend Monday house on 1157 Pearl Street, Southwest, in Warren, Ohio. It wasn't even 3 miles away from each other, with Mark living on Oak Street. When he arrived, he saw Monday talking in the kitchen with Jermaine and Willie Jones. Everything was good. The two men began to play around like they were going to hit each other. Monday pulls out his gun and started pointing at Dixon jokingly. Pause. I personally don't understand what the joke is. That's just dangerous. And brought it back down. Monday then started playing with the hammer, pulling it back and forth, and then the gun goes off, hitting Mark directly in the head. When the gunshot went off, everyone in the house came into the room Mark and Monday were in. Monday bending down towards Mark, telling him it was an accident, and then he grabbed the bag from under the sink and tried to wrap it around the hole in Mark's head. The group of people, including Monday's 15-year-old sister Reese, Takira Bennett, 18, and Latasha Garland, 21, was talking about how to get rid of Mark, who was still alive and breathing at the time, by the way. Jermaine Jones told Money to chop that motherfucker up and put him in the garbage bag. But Takira said, "We ain't got no axes or anything to do that type of messy work." That is crazy. That is wicked. What? That's the first instinct y'all just thought of? Chop him up, put him in a garbage bag, not call 911 because it genuinely was an accident? But okay. Monday was on house arrest at the time, so they loaded Mark's body up into his van, and Takira drove it to the location on Salt Spring Road in Weathersville Township, while Latasha and Reese followed behind her in another car. Bennett noticed that Dixon was making sounds, calling out for Monday, so Bennett decides to pull over and get out. Bennett told Garland to turn the car around and turn the music up. Reese exited the car along with Bennett and opened the van doors from behind to be able to shoot Dixon several more times to finish the job, as she said. After abandoning the car, Bennett threw out the gun she used, and they all went to the Niles Lodge Hotel for the night. The next morning, someone called in about seeing an abandoned car with something hanging out of the trunk. Police found his body in van around 3:30 a.m. Mark was still alive and transported to Trumbull Memorial Hospital, where he passed away at 11:30 p.m. from a massive brain injury caused from a .38 gun. By the way, that's Monday's gun. Mark was only 29 years old. Police were at pause for a little, not understanding what happened because they knew nothing about Mark Dixon, and his family wouldn't comment on his death, besides stating that he borrowed the van that day. Police officers Vincent Peterson and Jake Jones stated they heard talk, rumors, about Monday being involved in a murder. Monday had been on house arrest for the past 4 months after being convicted for carrying a concealed weapon. Monday came to Peterson's office Tuesday afternoon. He was questioned and later arrested. Officer Peterson had believed him and his two female roommates, Bennett and Garland, was involved as well. Mark was shot several times in the head and shoulders throughout the whole night. The police searched the home the same day and found no murder weapons. Monday confessed, stating that he shot Mark accidentally. The gun went off when they was playing around with each other. Monday was looking at the death penalty if charged. His bond was $300,000. Damn. Also charged is Latasha Garland, 21, and Takara Bennett, 18, each with attempted aggravated murder and kidnapping. Both of their bonds were at $150,000 each. A coroner report stated Dixon one had survived the initial gunshot wound, even though it didn't kill him immediately, resulting in Monday being the only one charged with murder. More evidence came to surface when 15-year-old Reese Monday told police she was with Garland and Bennett and confessed that Bennett shot Mark with a 25 caliber gun, and she could point them in a direction of where the murder weapon was. Reese was not charged but taken in as a witness. Garland soon pleads guilty to aggravated robbery and kidnapping. The plea agreement dropped the original charges in exchange for her testimony against roommates at the time of the killing, while Monday and Bennett remain with the same plea, innocent to their charges. Monday was given a 19-year sentence in prison. The jury decided to take off the death penalty. It wasn't clear to me what Latasha or Bennett's sentencing was, but they were indeed charged and spent some time in jail. Both women are out of jail. Monday is currently still in jail. He had an additional charges for setting a fire to his cell, and I don't believe that he will get out. He was denied parole 2 times. I hope you enjoyed the story, and make sure you come back for episode 6, Forever Young. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for being there. See you later. Bye.